Seeing none, we'll move on to the public portion of this evening's agenda. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak? Yes. I would ask you that you limit your comments to 5 minutes, direct all of them to the chair, and state your name and address in the beginning for the record. Thank you.
Good evening, council members. My name is Elizabeth Jackson. I live at 6 Candle Lane in East Brunswick. I'm a rising senior at East Brunswick High School, and I am the student liaison to the Town Environmental Commission. I'm here tonight to propose that East Brunswick commit to upholding the Paris Climate Accords. This was an agreement reached by almost every nation in the world in December 2015 to mitigate catastrophic global warming and keep it below 2 degrees Celsius during this century. On June 7, 2017, President Trump pulled the U.S. out of the Paris Climate Accords, which is our best chance to avoid catastrophic global warming, the alteration of habitats, and the displacement of potentially millions of people. Now, following his decision, many municipalities have pledged to uphold the accords anyway, fulfilling the U.S.'s commitment to emission reduction without national government action. And we can and should join those municipalities which have pledged to do their part to prevent catastrophic climate change. Now, we can do this through an organization called the Mayor's National Climate Action Agenda, or the Climate Mayors Network, which is a group of more than 350 municipalities that have pledged to uphold the Paris Accords. We can do this through a council resolution. I have the template with me, which I would be happy to provide to all of the council members. And an email to the organization is also necessary, in which we would nominate a city policy or climate lead, which would be responsible for all of the subsequent communications with the organization. There are no binding commitments inherent in the sign-up. It would only be a commitment to helping achieve the Paris Accords through developing a community greenhouse gas inventory, setting near and long-term targets to reduce emissions, and developing a climate action plan aligned with the municipality's targets. Now, members are also asked to participate in monthly coordination calls for each sustainability or climate lead to share progress and potentially absorb ideas from other mayors who participate in the organization. We are also asked to participate in occasional letters focused on climate activism, and we are invited to participate in some joint initiatives that the organization will run as a whole. We should do this because there is an obvious moral and humanitarian benefit to doing so. We would be preventing an almost certain catastrophe and helping people the world over, not to mention all of the animals who would have their habitats destroyed. Renewable energy solutions and reduced carbon footprints are also much more cost-effective than our current use of fossil fuels. And the town has a chance to be a part of something greater than itself. It can unite the community behind an issue that stands to affect every member and convince every member that they have an opportunity to make an impact. Now, possible measures we can take are conducting an assessment, which would be the first measure. We would then learn what our greenhouse gas emissions are, and we would have a baseline to measure further progress against this calculated benchmark. We would do this through calculators, which are provided both through the EPA and through other environmental activist organizations. This could be done through the town or through individuals themselves and compiled. We could also engage with local businesses and with other environmental organizations to educate citizens on the benefits of renewable energy and the feasibility of implementing renewable energy. There is also a power purchase agreement, which could be a subsequent step. With a solar energy provider. This is something that Princeton Township has engaged in, which is a solar energy provider provides the installation and the maintenance of solar panels to the town at no cost to the town itself. We would only pay for the power that is inherent in acquiring solar panels. And we could also expand existing initiatives like solar-powered streetlights and traffic lights, which are financial incentives are often provided by the state of New Jersey. For now, though, I am only asking for a commitment to uphold the accords, and we can discuss further measures at a later time. Thank you.
Thank you. If you've got the template, I'll ask you to just drop it off to the clerks, and then we'll all circulate it around and be able to take a look at it, all right?
Certainly.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson.